Alright guys, what are you saying? Back again. So recently online I was discussing home ownership. Had a few articles in the paper saying how much it costs for you to get a property in the UK. Said something around 54k, and but also in London specifically it was 84k. It's a fair amount of money. On top of that, you need a 38k deposit. So the question is, can people afford that? And if not, are you going to go down the private renting route? And even with that, there's a lot of articles discussing how unaffordable it is for the average household. So we just want to get people's opinions on it to say, you know what, are they struggling, or was it different for the older generation? So yeah.
Well, in London it's really difficult to get on the housing ladder. I've never considered getting on the housing ladder because, you know, coming from a low-income family, it's not one of those things you have in mind. And all of the initiatives that the government has is for, you know, people who have families that can help them out, or, you know, are wealthy already. So the very few friends I know who own property, they've either been helped out by the bank of mum and dad, and everyone else is going to have to find, or find a property to rent. But renting in London is expensive.
Yeah, definitely. It's really hard to buy a house in UK. Yeah, and very expensive compared to other countries.
Right.
It's too much. I'm a civil engineer. We are building a lot of houses and all, but now newly built some houses in London, even 2-bedroom house, they cost $500,000.
It's a lot of money, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of money for small rooms and all, but it's too much.
Yeah. So what can you do then? Do you rent, or what's the solution then if you can't even?
Now, even me, we are renting the house right now. But we really wanted to buy a house, but it's too much expensive.
I think it depends what way you look at it, because if you're sort of an overachiever and you're going to earn lots of money, it wouldn't be a worry to you. But if you're a normal working class person, then it would be a worry to you. I think we're from quite working class families, and it is a bit of a worry because we think we've got to be on at least, we literally said earlier, we've got to be on sort of at least 40-50 grand a year to be able to live comfortably in a property, because we're very well buying a property, but not if you're going to be living paycheck to paycheck, not being able to afford anything.
And I feel like nowadays a lot of people have to rely on a relative to pass away for them to get a big amount of money, and if you're in a position where you don't have rich relatives, then it's all on you.
It's not on the agenda at the moment. I'm 20, so I'm sharing right now. I'm flat sharing. And I've just moved here in April. From Sweden.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I like it. I'm in Shoreditch. I'm in Bethnal Green. Like I'm paying twice the amount for rent that I would be paying in Sweden.
Wow.
So that's not as great. And it's a bit more expensive here than in Sweden. So.
Is that right? Oh, that's what I was going to ask. What's it like over there?
It's like just a little bit cheaper than it is here. But then when you count in like how much you pay for public transport and to get around, and just in general paying for rent, like it drains the money.
For us, so we got married like a year ago.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
And that prior to that, we weren't really saving for a house. We were saving in general. For the wedding. Big Africa wedding. And then now
congrats, by the way.
Thank you. Now we're saving for a house, and I think for us, I guess it's a bit more achievable because there's 2 of us and we've got 2 salaries, and we've got alright pay and stuff. So, but I know that if for other people, like people that I talk to, they're just like they don't even see it as something that they can achieve.
People's views about how do you feel about the possibility of getting a house? Do you even want to get a house? Do you see that in the future?
Do you know what? I feel like in comparison to a lot of European countries, like renting is hard, but I feel like here it is like the done thing to get on the property ladder, and I feel like that puts a lot more pressure on people like needing to get on the property ladder as soon as possible. But I don't even know if I want to live in England for the rest of my life, so I'm renting for the time being, but I'm really bored. So it's not like England is not like the end destination for me.
Amazing. Would that be Europe or further afield, or?
I would quite like to move to South America.
Okay,
Argentina.
Housing must be different here.
So I just think I'm going to rent until forever. No, I just don't see my future, so I've settled with the idea that I'll just be renting. And that's okay.
And you'd be cool. I mean, interesting.
I'm aiming for my own house though. But that's different because if you got enough, it depends on your line of work.
Right.
Because I'm quite lucky because I work in design.
Sure.
I know within a few years I'll be getting closer to that.
Sure.
So the 54, yeah, but that's the thing. I'm aiming to not get a house in London because it's not going to be possible.
Right.
Like, it's going to be too much.
That's interesting.
A lot of people aren't even thinking to even live in London or in the UK anymore. I mean, I think
I always find that people earn as much as they can and leave London.
Exactly.
They come get their career, hopes, dreams, whatever, and then they leave.
That's interesting because I've got friends in New York and they talk about it being a very transient place where you just pass through here. You get like you said, you earn your money and you go on, and it's like it might be similar here now or go in that direction now.
I definitely think so. I think many people come here to earn and progress in their career.
But the houses that are being made here anyway aren't even for people that live in this country. Like when you see the prices of the houses and then the average wages and stuff like that, it's not meant for people here. Most of the people that own these like new builds and stuff like in Elephant and Castle and that, I know a few people that own them and they're not even here, they're in like Qatar.
Like, realistically, I'm going to be living at my mum's until I'm 30.
Right.
And that's just embarrassing, isn't it? Yeah, it sucks.
It's not as easy as it used to be.
Yeah.
The prices now are flying up.
Yeah.
Our parents were out of the house at like 18 or something. It's ridiculous.
Well, this is the thing as well. You want to feel independent and self-sufficient, right? But I mean, so do you not even feel that you'll be able to rent, or is rent prices too high as well? Or
There's pointless renting though. Like it's like literally pointless. You might as well go straight in and get in a mortgage, because otherwise you're just literally wasting your money for further along the line. Aren't you?
So you just got to try and save up for as long as you can, just in the hope that it will change.
Exactly that. Yeah. If not, it's a caravan, isn't it?
That might be a good option at this point. What about moving out of London? Is there some places up in the country it's cheaper, or is that just not?
That's very
Yeah, we don't live in London. We are from the countryside.
Oh, I
so
see.
It's a lot cheaper, but it's still like similar situations.
Oh, is that right?
It's obviously not as expensive as London, but it's still to the point where we're in our 20s living around.
I'm almost 30 and we talk about this all the time, how depressing it is that living here we'll probably never ever be able to afford a house. It's one of the saddest things as a grown-up that you probably realise living in London, and it's really sad because so many of my friends have like moved out of London but want that London life but live in the sticks.
Right.
Yeah, my sister's just moved from Queen's Park to Muswell Hill because she's got a place there. It's Queen's Park. Muswell Hill, it's not too far.
Yeah.
Absolutely hates.
Oh man.
And she has to trek in to London Bridge every single day.
It's not easy.
It's a depressing thought, really.
I live in Dubai for 6 years. Yeah.
Right, sure.
I used to work in Dubai as well.
Right.
But even compared to Dubai, this is too much.
And Dubai can't be cheap. Altogether.
Dubai is
but it's better than
the city in the world. Yeah, but they are cheap.
In comparison.
Cheaper than London.
You can't win. You can't win. So what is the solution? Is just literally renting, even though it's expensive, or what do you do? Do you club together with your friends, or what do you do?
You either club together, find a suitable place to rent, grin and bear it, or they should be, government should legislate and make it easier to rent and help out the younger generation.
If you do end up having a home in London, you are someone who comes from privilege anyway,
right,
and you're already set up like that, because I think for like working class people who start off as working class and they climb their way up, by the time you earn that amount of money, you never know, it might need to go to other things. So I just feel like earning a home is for people who already come from backgrounds where they can do that.
Everyone I know that has a property, it's from a relative.
Yeah. So many people I know have been like, my granddad passed away and gave me 50k or something like that. Yeah.
Well, that's funny because I mean, when we look at stuff, it said Bank of Mum and Dad is the 8th highest lender in the country. You think about all those banks out there, Dawn site is right up there.
We wish, yeah.
So what do you do then? What does one do? Does one rent? You come together with friends, or is it help to buy, or what do you do?
We're personally gonna, because we were saying we could rent at the moment, living probably quite a nice property in Brighton. We come from Brighton. Live quite comfortably, but we don't want to, so we both live at home. We're saving up to move out, but we might be, you know, we're 23 now, we could be 26, 27 by the time
we actually are able to move out.
I mean,
and that's with someone, like you can't, like there's no way if you're on your own you're going to be able to afford a deposit, because you've got to come up with like 50k for like a house for like 325 or something like that. It's just ridiculous.
So then that comes with its own problems, and you're going to have pressure on a relationship.
Don't even go there. We need to pop out a baby at some point. When's that going to happen?
Oh dear. How about in Sweden? Do you see yourself being able to get a property there, or is it?
I have a property there.
Oh right, okay, fair enough. And that's easy enough to do right there.
Easy enough. I mean, it's not so easy. Like it's still expensive, but it's much cheaper there to buy your own place than to rent out.
Right.
Like it makes more sense for people to get together and pay for like buy their own property than to be renting it out.
Got you. That's very interesting, because a lot of people we spoke to, they were saying they're thinking about going abroad or something completely different.
We're looking into a lot of schemes though.
So like help to buy,
and stuff like that. So one thing I will say is, although it may be stacked against us, what we can do is arm ourselves with the knowledge. So it's free to go get the consultation, going down to the mortgage lenders and advisors to go have those conversations, because the earlier you start, the earlier it will help you on in your journey. So that's what we found anyway.
I like that, because it's funny, I've got some colleagues a bit older than you guys, and I'm trying to look at it. Yeah. Anyway, she's like, no, you do it. And I've got some colleagues, and they got in it early. And it just seems like they caught it at the right moment, but that will always be the case, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. But it's more about, for us as young people, it's more us thinking ahead. So when we have kids, when we have our grandkids, we're sitting down with them at 13, 14, 15, 16 to learn the things that we learn at 25, 26, 27. And that's where
one of my biggest regrets was that I didn't start saving earlier. Like I've literally been working since I was 16. And now I'm like, wow, if I had saved just a little bit of that, I would be in a better position. So I think, he's right. If we equip ourselves with the knowledge, because it's only now that we're, well, for me anyway, starting to learn about housing and mortgages and everything. If we knew earlier, it would have helped. But now that we do know, we can equip people going forward. So.
Do what eventually want to get one when I have a family, but I think that's going to be a while at this point. Because at uni we were renting as well, because I was in Nottingham, so we just rented. But even student accommodation was really expensive. And obviously I want to stay in London, because obviously like most jobs are here, like I'm going to get a job here. But even that's ambitious at this point, because you're spending like £900 a rent to find somewhere quite decent. So it's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
It is. That's fair enough though. I mean,
but hopefully in the near future, maybe when I'm like 75, I'll be able to afford a house.
What about even buying in Reading and commuting into London? Would that just be?
Do you know what? Like I was commuting. I was commuting from Reading, and it was taking me so long. Like I was finishing like at 6 and getting home after 8. Like my evening was done. You know what I mean? Like now that I've moved to London, I have more personal time.
Right. So, that's fair enough. And then you're saying the travel costs might mean that the levels
equal out to the same. Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I was spending £500 a month
on travel.
And that's how much I paid for my rent.
That's rent.
Like when you equal it out, it's like a bit mad, isn't it?
That's intense, and then you'll save your time of doing it. Fair enough.
Expensive.
Yeah, West Sussex is really expensive.
Goodness.
So I quite like to live in maybe like Hayward Heath area.
Right. It's a bit more reasonable.
And a 2-bed flat.
It's not
like
250,
probably 200k.
I mean, it's not as expensive as London, but it's still really expensive.
It's getting there.
So that's crazy. My brother bought a flat probably about 6 years ago in London, and that was 280 in London.
Wow.
So to think that out of London now is like
it's scary.
There's no way around it.
Yeah, really expensive.
We do wonder. We're like, are we ever going to move out?
I think I live with
It's embarrassing. We talk to people like, where do you live? We're like, we live with our mums.
Or like you're talking about your house, they're like, oh, can I come to yours? I'm like, yeah, that's my mum.
How does that make you feel? Do you feel independent?
No. I come home, I'm like, mum, what's for dinner?
But then again, everyone I know that's moved out, it's all guys. If you think about it, everyone we know are guys, and they all rent. Right. So
and none of them have any money. They're like, skin. I'm
in
not
a
coming out
sense
this weekend.
deferred gratification because they rent now, but in 10 years' time we might own a property. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll be like 50 by the time we move out. I'll be drawing my pension by the time I get a house.
So really, you wouldn't necessarily see yourself buying something in London or the UK. Possibly not the UK.
Maybe the UK, but outside of London.
Yeah.
If it's going to be around London, well, around where London is, maybe Surrey, Reading, maybe. Even more like Kent side. Yeah. But in terms of London itself, no. And I'm not, I mean, I would love to have a home in London because obviously you can rent it and you can get revenue from it, but it's not realistic. It's not realistic. Like, are you going to spend all your life saving for that one house? Yeah, exactly. Instead of enjoying, you know, like work is hard enough. So when you get your wages and you get promotions, why not just spend it on something you actually do like, rather than thinking about a house you might possibly not even end up buying. Right. You might die and you might never walk into that house. So it's just like, it's not even that. The way jobs are going as well, you don't even know if you're going to be in that job or that position in the next couple of years.
It's risky.
Yeah. Just live your life.
That's interesting. I was got a little sound bites or
My boyfriend
what can you do?
are moving in now to save a bit of money, and we're moving to Asia next year to teach.
Right, yeah.
Try and save some money, but I don't think it'll be enough to ever live here, but that's the plan. We want to come back and live here.
Yeah.
But it's just like finding these other alternatives to like try and save money and
different strategies. Yeah, I've heard that quite a bit actually.
A couple of friends I know are teaching in UAE or whatever, and trying to do these things, but no one's ever come back and bought a house.
Right.
Honest,
yeah.
Just got a dream of it.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Maybe when I'm 50, I might have bought a shed somewhere.
Hopefully more than that. Do you have any hope? Do you feel like in the future?
Why asking me that question?
Oh dear.
It's not gonna happen. We're in London, mate. This is like the bubble that's fueling the economy. It's only gonna benefit those people who are, you know, in property, or take a socialist government or a recession or whatever to change the housing market. I don't see it getting better. Either I, pay the high rents, or I move out of London, which other people are doing. Right. Or I live in Zone 9. And to be honest, do you want to live in Zone 9? Watford's nice. But, come on.
If you're not born there, it's not what you plan to do. It's pretty grim when you put it like that. I mean, okay, it might not be keeping you up at night, but when you think about it, like you said, it does seem to be quite depressing.
Hello, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Your View, Thinking Out Loud. Alright, so today's discussion.
Alright, we'll get back to today's discussion. No, just kidding. Yeah, today's discussion is about housing. Basically, it started with a conversation that I had online about the prices of that you need to get a home in the UK. Like I said, you need 54k household income on average across the UK, and 85k in London specifically if you want to buy a new home.
Right.
On top of that, I think 38k approximately in deposit for London. It's a lot of dough.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a
lot of queenies.
And the flip side also is that if you're going to rent privately, some statistics again, I think it's from Zoopla, they said that it's pretty unaffordable to rent privately as well for people on low income. So it's a tough place to be if you're a first time buyer.
Yeah. And what are we having today? What we diving into, stunt wise?
Yeah.
What we getting? Hey, what's gonna tantalize our taste buds today?
Excited guy. Yeah, I can't even lie. I've been looking forward to this one. Urban Chocolatier. It's local to me where I am, and this place genuinely is packed during the day and night. Any time of the year, it's on. So yeah, a lot of different things going on here. What did you go for?
What did I got the Oreo cheesecake, and I got, this is a mad one. I just saw this and I was like, that's mad. It's called a chocolate coma. Now the guy in the shop gave me this. it's a syringe. I'm like, mate, what you giving me a syringe for? I ain't into that. I'm the cake for the cake.
What is that, bro?
But apparently, this.
That's mad.
It's got chocolate inside. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's got chocolate inside. It's like a syringe. See, it's got chocolate inside. Mad.
That's dope.
And he's like, what you do is you squeeze the chocolate in here. Can you see it? Can you see the baby?
that soon to be food baby wear.
Let me see here.
Oh my lord. That's mad. You squeezing that in? Jesus.
Ooh.
That's mad.
That's crazy.
Oh my lord. All the sound effects as well. Jeez, man. So yeah, with me, I ain't got no syringe yet. As he's still going. You got it all in?
Oh, yeah?
You got it all in. That's good. Yeah, you're right at home with that. Anyway, what I was gonna say, with me, I got this chocolate brownie thing, as you do, but also, I got, you didn't talk about your ice cream, I got this bubblegum ice cream. Yeah, I had a little taste of it in the shop and I can't even lie. It's dope, it's dope. And what about your one? That's
and
nice.
I got the charcoal vanilla. I had a taste of that, I'm like, nah, that looks mad. But it tastes banging.
All out.
Actually nice.
Have a little look at the brownie. The brownie is dope. The brownie is dope, I gotta say. It's good stuff, man. But also, even though I got moved around a little bit in transit, got this like a lotus cookie cheesecake. So you know the biscuits? A lot of people dig these biscuits a lot. Lotus something. Anyway, it's dope. I don't know if you can see the angle on it. It's a bit mad.
I'll put the pictures on there.
Yeah, man, it's sliding all over the place, man.
I'm not trying
to ruin it any more than it is. But yeah, man.
So
looking forward to this one.
It's mad though, because like obviously in the shop, if you go in the shop and have it there, it will come with the ice cream already on top. But takeaway thing, you have to do that yourself.
Transit thing's a bit different.
Yeah. So it's just mad. But I don't even know if I wanna like.
Where to start?
Oi, come on.
This guy is excited. Why not? Why not?
It's just like, whew. I got a sweet tooth as well, me. Yeah. I got a mad sweet tooth.
This bubblegum gelato thing.
Let me try this Oreo cheesecake.
Bro, that's like you know, like Hubba Bubba. That's literally like that. That's boom. It's boom.
This is nice. It just melts in your mouth. Literally.
Let me have this bloody brownie, man. Let's see what this brownie's saying.
Oh, it melts right in your mouth.
Seriously.
That's nice.
That brownie's nice and chewy still. I can't even lie.
Try that. It's warm.
It is a little piece, but nice and chewy. Yeah, the standard vanilla ice cream as well. I don't want to mix my flavors too much. It's alright, isn't it? Yeah, man, that's good.
Try the cheesecake.
Well, try a little piece. They're double dipping morning, boy. See that one there.
Nice flopperoo, you know.
Wait, that's nice. That's food envy right there, boy. That's nice.
You know what? I'm gonna try this.
Coma thing.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like you won, you know, already.
That's just oozing out as well.
Yeah, that's looking good. Let me hear
it's warm as well.
Jeez, man, you did well, bro. It's a good little choice right there.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
That food, when it's so good, you start frowning like.
You're mad.
You're angry and happy at the same time, like. That's like. Hey, let me try this A lot of options today, boy. Try this Lotus biscuit thing. Get a little piece of that cheesecake.
It's charcoal vanilla ice cream. It's the truth. To be fair, it does taste like vanilla ice cream. It's just the color that gives it that extra, you know.
Yeah, but that matters a lot though.
It does, yeah.
I remember I had a ex-partner and she was from Eastern Europe. And it's like Easter, they had like different kind of meat, right? And it's like, and bread, so a different type of breads. But the bread was kind of vinegary.
Okay.
So it didn't taste bad, but it wasn't what you expected to eat.
Yeah.
So it messed with your whole brain. So it's kind of like that, where it's dark, and it looks like charcoal, but it tastes like vanilla. Mad sensation.
Woo.
Mad.
I'm definitely gonna have to go jogging tomorrow, right?
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, ice cream. Try this.
Try the bubblegum thing. A last little dip.
Got a spoon. There's 2 more spoons there, man.
No, don't worry, we're moving like an Italian household, bro.
Hey! Oh yeah. You're right, yeah.
The drops are nice, isn't it? That thing is mad. I can't get my head around that.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That charcoal thing. It's tasty though, but it's just it's messing with my brain. Like, it's a good fun option, man. Got to say.
So yeah,
that was live.
Back to our thousand thing. I mean, so as we went out on the streets and we got people's views and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's quite interesting what a lot of people had to say. And like the consensus is that a lot of people, it's a bit grim, isn't it? For a lot of people, especially young people anyway, because that's, you know, that's who's gonna be more affected. And it's like, don't really see a hope. You don't really see that you know, you on the property ladder in a sense.
That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a few people that were a little bit more positive, but overall, it wasn't even about being negative. It was just almost as an acceptance that with the house prices being what they are and the buy-in to get a property being so high, as a young person, a lot of these people seemed like they were fairly upwardly mobile. Some of them look like university graduates, whatever. It just felt like
in good jobs as well.
It just felt like it was futile though. Just like there's no point even trying. Or that it was so distant in the future. That it's just not within your grasp to get on the ladder anytime soon. And they didn't even seem upset. They were just like, different stages of grief where you're just like, you accept it now. This is it. It's not gonna happen. And that was I thought people would have that point of view, but I didn't realize how calm and just how content they'd be with it. Like, it's not gonna change. This is it. I'm just gonna live this way. Fine. And it's a tricky one because I think it's like when a couple of people weren't originally from the UK, and they pointed out to the fact that it's very much a UK centric thing, to have your own house, and that's almost a measurement of success. Having a certain type of job, having your own house, these are the things that you want to tick off. Whereas some places on the continent, it's not as big a deal. Like they just want to rent,
or it's more accessible to get a house, to get in the property ladder.
The whole thing in it, the Englishman's home is his castle, and it's like it's embedded in what we want, and what we should want. But like I said, it was almost a bit of a shift in as much as that's not realistic now. I'm just going to rent or house share or whatever it may be. But then people, at the same time, people don't want to do that. People don't want to rent like they may well do in Germany. I don't know, where your whole lifetime, majority of it is private renting. People don't want to do it. They see it as a waste of money. But it just seems so far away. A lot of the people we happen to speak to are seem to be in their early 20s, and when you're early 20s, 30 seems a million miles away. So maybe there's a bit of that as well, where they're like, if it's not going to happen in the next couple of years, it is a million miles away.
But then you also think as well, this mentality is from an old school thinking where back then, well, for one, it was a lot easier to get on a property ladder back then, and then also, it was more so you had a thought where you would get a house just to leave it for your children, as opposed to now it's not really. I don't think people have that mentality in that sense to they're not really thinking about even getting a house for my children. Their mind isn't about. They're not linking getting a house for the children, thinking about getting a house maybe for the independence, or getting from out of their parents' house or whatever. But it's not that direct link isn't there anymore. So then maybe that's a factor.
That's a good point. But maybe, in fairness, maybe people think about that later in life anyway. But when you're buying a house, you're not necessarily first thing. Especially if you don't have kids or whatever else, you're not necessarily saying, I need to have this house so I can hand it to my kids. But I think that's probably even less so the ideal nowadays, when it's very much like a debt-based society where you get things on credit and you move on. But with the housing thing, it's like everything has to be accessible quite quickly.
A joint partnership might not necessarily get you to 40. 35.
Oh no, I'm just saying. How can I say it? You could have the hope that you could earn more money along the way to get that much money. And you think, it's more possible. It's more foreseeable when you just say, look, you're gonna. If you're thinking about doing it on your own, and you're gonna have to earn a job which is paying you 85 grand in London, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. By any stretch of imagination. You want to live in London because you earn more, but then the properties cost more. You're outside of London, you're going to earn less, but the property costs less.
But then even so, we had people who actually said that they did the travel. They lived outside of just on the outskirts, traveled into London to work, but then had no life because they were literally by the time they got home, it was like the evening had already gone. So it's like would you be working just to have your own property? It's like, and
also the travel fare. The amount of money that you're probably spending on the train in from Reading or wherever else it may be.
Then again, it's like you'd have to think, how important is it for me to then own my own property? Are you going to go through are you going to literally basically not live your life, not enjoy your life because you want to say, I own my own property?
Exactly. Is that even a fun existence and enjoyment, especially as a young person? But like you said, you're sort of taught at a young age, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer. These are representations of success. Another one being owning your own house. So the other side, if you don't own your house, are you a failure? And if you don't even believe that you could own your own house, then you may almost feel like, you just don't have a stake in society. So I'm thinking a lot of people, where there's a lot of violence amongst young people right now. It's the same thing. They may not feel like they have a stake in society, so it's almost like a F the world kind of attitude. So look, I'm just gonna be on a complete madness and do what I want to do, whether it is whatever it may be, and which ends up being involved in certain. So
is it time to then retrain young people to in terms of how they think and how they approach certain things? Because if that's what's gonna give you a feeling of a belonging in society, a lot of people are gonna feel like they don't belong in society then.
Well, I mean, again, it's kind of that's one way of looking at it. Like, that's just accepting that,
because it won't be attainable for a lot of people, and so it's like,
that's what I mean. That's
what's the point? There's no point in even trying.
But that's what I'm saying. That's if you're accepting that. That's it. Like, there shouldn't be any changes in terms of housing policy or anything else. or rent controls or anything else, then it's just like, okay, you know what, this is how it is from now on. We're gonna happily carry on allowing a lot of our properties to be sold to foreign investors that don't even live in the UK, which inflates the prices up, which ruins the whole markets and the rental prices. We're accepting that's what makes UK as an economy profitable, or whatever the right words are. Then we just have to re-educate people to say, look, don't worry about buying a house. That's not what makes you successful. But I don't know if that's the right way to be. Really, I don't think that's solving the issue in the right way. Really, like, but it is a good point though. Like that's to the core of the issue. In the UK, people love to own a house.
But then also people have their own goals individually, and it might not necessarily be a factor of, an influence by, somebody else. It could be like, you know what, I grew up in a council flat, so I'd love to own my own home one day. You know, my whole family grew up on a council estate, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I want to be the first person in my family to be able to own my own home, and that could be their motive or their motivation to
precisely agree. But the point that I'm making is that by the way that people are talking today, when we discuss it, it was so it was like they fully accepted that's not an option for them. Like that's not a possibility. It's that thing, isn't it, about, well, if you're renting and you're paying someone else's mortgage,
it's like it's dead money, isn't it? It's like you're throwing money away.
Essentially that's how it's seen, and it's it just seems like a bit of a waste in that respect. But it's a tough setup for me. Like, look, I'm clearly not an economist. Like, I'm not a politician either, so I'm not trying to come up with like that I've got the answers. But the thing that I was interested in capturing was just the sentiment, and it was the fact that people were just like, hey, this ain't gonna change anytime soon. We are where we are. And
it's acceptance, isn't it?
They weren't sad. They weren't even sad. They were just like,
exactly. It's like, that's what it is right now. We're just rolling with the punches, basically. You get into some kind of inheritance, and then you'd have to be looking at what's affordable,
right?
Because that could then lead you to to go further out from where you from what you know, and then you have to think, do I want to leave all my friends and family?
Okay, right.
Because that's one of the main things that people have to consider as well when they get in the place, because they can't afford to get a place.
That's a wicked point.
In and around where they're
because the inheritance, if you've got a good lump sum of money, that's just going to help you with a deposit.
Right.
It's not
exactly.
It's not going to change your income.
No.
So the income is really part of what allows you to. Well, that will allow. Without getting too technical, that will be what the builder society or bank will say, okay, you earn this much, therefore we'll borrow you X amount of money and to allow you to buy this house. So if you get a big lump sum of money, that's just going to help with the deposit. It's not going to help with your income, because it's a one-off lump, and you might be able to put down a bigger deposit, which will help with your lending. But still, it's not it won't take you through the whole amount of money that you got to pay, unless someone gave you like £300,000, so that's the whole house, and you're buying it outright. So we're not talking about
you got a rich uncle,
a very rich uncle buck. Do you know what I mean? So you're right. If that's not the case, then you're going to think, okay, Reading, Luton, Ipswich, Birmingham, whatever it may be, and you move, and that's the different choice now. Let me move away from my family and friends for the sake of owning my own house.
It was quite interesting to getting the feedback from everybody out there, and seeing their view and what they thought about it, really.
100%.
Yeah, man.
It was one of them discussions where it wasn't difficult to sell the discussion to people. Like a lot of people were like, I was talking about this just today. So it's like it's in people's minds, like, big time. So just whether or not really, it's an age-old problem from a government perspective, but it's obviously something that's not very straightforward to crack, because there's a lot of there's a lot of economics associated with it and stability even for the country. So it's not something that you can take a magic wand and solve. But we'll see. No answers for this one, in my opinion, it's just literally we're just showing the issues, and that's it.
Us thinking out loud, isn't it? You know, getting your view, putting our views out there as well.
Indeed, exactly that.
Oh man, well yeah, it's your boy Jermaine.
B.
Gotta go.
Do you have any views on the topic?
She's not so sure. She's just sizing me up. Who is he? That's it. No worries.